be doing our project on golf. The objective of golf is to get the ball from the tee deck into the hole in the least amount of strokes possible. This is done by swinging the golf club and hitting the ball, trying to avoid sand traps, water traps, and staying out of the rough.
In terms of energy, the golf club has gravitational potential energy and kinetic energy before it hits the golf ball. When it hits the golf ball, the golf club slows down a little bit because it is transferring some of its kinetic energy to the golf ball. This is an inelastic collision, which means the kinetic energy is not conserved. Some of it is lost to sound, heat, and vibration. Newton's first law of motion is inertia. Inertia is the property of matter that causes it to resist changes in motion. The bigger the mass of an object is, the greater the ability to resist change in motion. This law is evident in the sport of golf when the club head hits the golf ball that is at rest. Since the golf ball is at rest, it wants to stay at rest, so it resists all changes in motion. This is represented when the head of the golf club slows down after it hits the ball because it had to overcome the resistance of the ball. But because the ball weighs so little, this change in speed that the club head experiences is very small.
As for kinematics in golf, when a golf ball is hit, it becomes a projectile. Projectile is an object upon which the only force acting is gravity, and it has both horizontal and vertical velocity components. On TV, they show the speed of the ball as it is hit. This is considered the resultant velocity of the ball, and is the velocity used to describe how fast the ball is moving through the air. This can be found using the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where the value of c is the resultant velocity and the hypotenuse. For example, if the ball had a horizontal velocity of 50 meters per second and a vertical velocity of 40 meters per second, the resultant velocity would be approximately 64 meters per second. In summary, momentum and energy are apparent when the golf club transfers kinetic energy to the ball, causing it to move. Kinetics is seen in golf through the law of inertia when the club strikes the golf ball at rest. Kinematics is seen through the projectile path the ball takes.
Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that